The second best strikeout rate of his career, just over 16%. And he hits this well to right center. Castellanos back. That baby's gone. Ozzie Albies, 2 batters in, makes it 2-0 Atlanta. And he's got the Braves' first home run of 2024.
And that is how you make the 4 keys to the game work really quickly here in the first inning. We mentioned it was a problem last year for Aaron Nola, the long ball. And for Ozzie, the aggressiveness, you're going to see this pitch probably below the zone or right at the bottom at 84 miles an hour. And that one got out of here pretty easily. Castellanos knew it.
And Nola knew it as well. Put his head down right away. Well, the Braves yesterday, it took him until late in the ball game.
I mean, listen, Matt Olson's been around. He's a star. It's not as if he gets nervous or is worried about a couple of bad days, but you'll take the good ones to start the year.
That ball is hit high to right field. Castellanos back. Will the park hold it? It will not. It is gone. A moonshot off the bat of Matt Olson. Wow. Last year's home run leader in Major League Baseball has his first of 2024.
Need to get some hang time on that one. That'd be a fun animation to watch for Matt Olson. I wasn't sure if he got enough of it. He hit it 102 miles an hour, but he hit it so high. If you like launch angle, 47 degrees. That is a ridiculously high number for a home run. And I mean, barely. That's first row.
There is a slight breeze from left to right, and maybe just enough. Ozuna in the air, left center. Merrifield back. Goodbye. The Big Bear with a big fly. It scores 3, and it's 11-4 Atlanta.
And he does it against the Dominguez slider, which was such a dominant pitch last year. Righties hit 167 on his slider. And Marcell Ozuna doesn't care at all as he got a hold of one and drilled it into those left field seats. Didn't quite have the horizontal movement. Spun a little bit. Bottom of the zone, but over the middle. And they're not leaving already, are they? I see quite a few people either going to the restroom to throw up or they're leaving. I don't know.
Double and a single and a walk for Michael so far today. This ball is hit high, and it is hit deep to right. Through the raindrops and out of here. Michael Harris. A double, a single, and now a solo homer. And Atlanta is up 12-4.
And another sky-high home run right on time. Mentioned some of the issues for Brogdon when it came to left-handed hitters. This is a cutter at 87 miles an hour and pretty much in the heart of the play. Backed up a little bit. Did not cut the way that he wanted it to. I can tell you, my favorite part about watching these Phillies fans leave is that they were hanging in there. So you know what? 11-4. We're going to stick it out. 12-4
to start the season. Ozzie to left field. Pretty well hit. And it is gone. Yesterday he hit a 2-run homer from the left side in the first inning, and today he does it from the right side. 2-0 Atlanta.
What a way to get it started. We just talked about in the open how great this offense has been through games 1 and 2. And now here we are in game 3 with no outs and 2 across thanks to Ozzie Albies in this breaking ball. Not a bad curveball down and in. And kind of fascinating for me to watch him now in spring training and so far here this season. Never looks like he's over swinging, even though he swings a lot, but he can hit the ball out of the ballpark. That what I call a softer.
Riley tattoos this to right center field. That ball's gone. First homer of the game here for either team. And for Austin Riley, his first homer of the season. And the Braves now have a commanding 9-0 lead.
And it's not as if the wind has calmed down at all. The flags are still blowing in the same direction that we had showed you at the very beginning of this game, and the ball really not carrying out at all in the ballpark. And for Austin Riley, he just smoked this baseball. How about going to the opposite field after that long delay and showing off the strength and power of Austin Riley?
Garrett Crochet right now has induced 18 swings and misses. This isn't a swing and a miss. This is a high drive to left. And it is gone. A big fly for the Big Bear to tie us at 1 apiece in the top of the 7th.
How about Marcell Ozuna coming up big? Remember his last at-bat, he smoked a baseball 100 miles an hour, but right at Andrew Benintendi. This time he gets a slider down and in and doesn't miss. 99 off the bat. It had some elevation to it and some launch angle, but enough to get it into that White Sox bullpen.
Second of the... Kopech's 2-0, and Marcell Ozuna has left the building again. 2 solo blasts for the Big Bear, and it's 3-2.
That is 3 straight missiles for Marcell Ozuna. One of those was a line out, of course, the home run, as you mentioned, and this time turning around 99 miles an hour and hitting it 103 out to left field. 406 feet there for Marcell Ozuna. Take a look at the pitch location. They want that middle away. It's inner third and quick. You know, after he hit that home run, we saw him talking in the dugout and looked a little cranky still. We don't really see that from him very often. So whether it's the weather or somebody ticked him off, whoever it was, the Braves are reaping the benefits of it.
In the regular season, so you start to weigh some of those things in there too, I think.
Matt Olson gets a hold of a 2-2 to right center. Goodbye! Solo shot for Matt Olson.
CJ, earlier you talked about lefty on lefty, how he's not had as much success, and right here you'll see it by not being able to really come in. Watch Matt go out over the plate, take this pitch on the outer half, and of course use that big body and that leverage, put it in the bullpen.
That first fastball that hit him did not intimidate Matt Olson at all. It didn't get him.
Marcell did a great job hitting that ball to the opposite field with 2 strikes in his last at-bat.
This ball is hit high. It is hit deep. Does it have enough? It's gone. The Big Bear with a big fly. And it's 8-5.
Well, CJ, he took that approach, unfortunately, for 5. He spun it right down the middle of the plate.
Not a good one. You just can't make that kind of mistake to this kind of hitter the way that he's locked in right now. We already showed you he can hit the good one off the plate for a base hit. If you're going to throw that pitch, he is not going to give you that cookie. First pitch with a couple of runners in scoring position. And what a different April this has been here in 2000.
Well, certainly happy to have him, that's for sure. Matt Olson cranks this. Hello, Chop House. 1-0 Atlanta. That's what you call a no-doubter.
Yeah, he let him back in the count. Nelson did, and I mean, you go right middle to him. Just drops the barrel on it. Beautiful swing.
408 feet.
I like him as your DH. All these other guys, they want to play every day. They need to play every day. They're great at defense.
Michael Harris, right center field. So long. And Atlanta is back on top.
Didn't take long to grab the lead back.
Certainly didn't hear change up, slightly elevated. Still some decent movement as Michael goes out, hooks it, squares it up. Mentioned the home run ball was a problem last year for Nelson. 24 of those allowed, and 2 so far here this afternoon for the Braves.
Austin Riley gives it a ride. Left center field. There's your insurance. 5-2.
Guys, when you hit a baseball, that was a no-doubter. This one just spun on Castro. Hangers go a long way.
And he showed me who he was rooting for, but he's rooting for me next year.
Yes, I remember that, but I'll tell you what, man.
Left center, Marcell Ozuna. See you later.
If you see me say, that means it's out of here.
He just did that for Hank right there.
Go ahead, man.
That was a...
See, last year when we were in here, they were booing him unmercifully early, and because he came in early, and then he became hero. It's amazing what production could do for you.
He was so bad that first month, yet he went on and set a career high in homers that year.
I know.
Is that unbelievable? In 5 months' time.
Oh yeah. But, we were here right after he had the trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to ask you one more question. You miss it?
I miss game time. And I miss the guys. I don't miss pre and post. I mean, if I can show up,
the media.
Not really. If I could show up 30 minutes for the game and leave 30 minutes after the game, I could do this 4 or 5 more years.
You don't. 8 days ago. This ball is crushed to center field. Kiss it goodbye. Oh my! A big fly from the Big Bear. He loves Miami. Well, he smoked it. 115 off the bat and 446 feet to center field as he gets a hold of a 92-mile-an-hour fastball and an absolute no-doubter for Marcell Ozuna. Remember when we were talking about the Braves possibly not homering for a 3rd consecutive game? That discussion is over. He hits another one well. This to center field. This thing may go. Goodbye. Adam Duvall just missed a homer in the 2nd. He got all of it here in the 4th. And it's 4-1 Atlanta.
And so obviously the shadow's not an issue here for Adam Duvall, and he is seeing Jesus Luzardo really well. Part of the reason he is in the lineup, of course, is what he does against left-handed pitching and his ability to get the high velocity. And that one is down in the zone at 94 miles an hour. He hits at 106 on the way out.
Runners go. Ozuna hits it in the air to left center. Chisholm back. It's gone! The Big Bear with a big fly! The Braves down to their final strike. And Ozuna, who owns Miami, strikes again.
You have got to be kidding me that he just pulled that off in an 0-2 count after the previous swing. He got himself another slider. You can see the Braves fans that are here going nuts in Miami. That is unbelievable.
What more can 2 hits off the wall today. He didn't miss that.
Well, with Verlander coming back into the rotation. Payoff pitch is a fly ball to left field. Back goes Chas McCormick at the wall. That's going to be up, and that ball's going to be gone. Home run. Crawford boxes. Just got in there where it bows out. First of the season for Orlando Arcia. And the Braves jump on top 1-0.
This was one-handed. He kind of had a one hand on the bat, and that's the tough thing here, is you never know with the Crawford box is how it jets out. As you can see, here it is, Don. Look, that four-seam fastball, and you throw it too many times, guys start to get it here, and I wonder if they're going to take a look at this, because it was right on the edge.
It looked like it bounced off the top of the wall. Is that railing?
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it?
The top of the railing.
Yeah. But was...
Hitters count. Oh, boy. Nobody even moved. That thing is long gone. The Big Bear with a big fly in Houston to tie us at 1 apiece. Alvarez in left did not even turn. He kept his hands on his knees.
Well, this was an absolute bomb at 432 feet for Marcell Ozuna. Got every bit of this sweeping slider. You're going to see that location right in the middle of the plate. He could let it fly 3-1. He's not going to let a breaking ball go by in that count. Right, you might be thinking fastball, you sitting fastball, cheating to fastball. He doesn't have to with JP France, and that's what happens when you leave something.
Because 2021 season ended here with a smile on everybody's face. The World Series victory. This ball is hit high and deep to center. Dubon is going back. Did Acuna get his first of the year? Yes! There it goes! Ronald Acuna. He's saying, finally, I did it! After over 40 of them last year, his first of 2024, and Atlanta has the lead.
We see fly balls like that. We wonder about a hitter's reaction. They know more than we know when they got it. And Ronald slammed his bat down, and because I thought I had a chance. And I was like, oh, maybe he knows it doesn't have a chance. But I think it might have been the opposite reaction. As you said, kind of like a finalist. He slammed it down. I thought he was duping me into thinking it was a flyout. You know what? Maybe he did think it was a flyout based on that facial expression. Either way, it's number 1. Big smiles all the way around.
Those two guys that just hugged Ozuna.
They're a fun team to track. I started tracking them, working the American League Championship Series, the World Series run.
This ball is hit hard, deep left field. Travis d'Arnaud has given the Braves the lead. d'Arnaud with his first home run of the season. On a 3-2 pitch, he blasts it to left, and Atlanta leads 2-1.
There's no question this series is going to be matched by homers. Each team is going to use the home run ball as a weapon against each other. And even though Andrew Heaney was starting to settle in, 3 strikeouts so far, he just missed with the fastball. And
Braves lead the Rangers 2-1. Go-ahead shot from Travis d'Arnaud. He's looking to add another. d'Arnaud goes yard for the second time tonight. .440 feet to make it 3-1 Atlanta.
Well, d'Arnaud, his last at bat, hit the first home run of the season for himself. And this time, he wastes no time, Austin Riley. He goes, that's pretty good. I like that. First pitch swinging, second deck. Andrew Heaney was starting to settle in. This is just an off-speed pitch that gets caught out in front.
This one is hit well. Deep left center field. It is a grand slam for Travis d'Arnaud. His third homer of the night. And the Braves lead 7-3. So much for not having a home run coming into the night. 3 of them, including a third career grand slam.
On the edge. Crushed.
Speaking of crushed, Michael Harris. Adds a little insurance here in the 8th with a solo shot. And it's 8-3 Atlanta.
That's good to see Money Mike get the bat head out. First pitch off speed, and now we get a chance with Michael Harris hitting a home run. And Travis d'Arnaud gets a chance to do one thing.
Just to struggle with kind of those secondary relievers. His four-seam fastball only averages around 91.
Oh my! d'Arnaud! He did it again! On the heels of his 3 home run night, Travis d'Arnaud with a 2-run shot to put Atlanta up 3. Travis d'Arnaud.
When you are hot, you are hot, and Travis d'Arnaud is red hot right now. And I wonder if he'll end up playing tomorrow. We've seen how things have gone with Chadwick Trump and picking those spots to give d'Arnaud a break. But the way that he is swinging the bat right now, I don't know how you can take him out of the lineup.
Unbelievable.
And it's led to a lot of runs driven in. 24 leading the league.
The 2-0 count. Swing and a drive. Right center. Deep. Going back. Looking up. Marcell Ozuna. First inning blast. He can touch them all. And it's the Braves 3, the Rangers 0 on Ozuna's 9th.
Long conversation with Marcell Ozuna yesterday around the cage, and the one thing he had told me is, look, this year I am focused not only in the ballpark but outside of the ballpark, where he's had a lot of negative news in the past. He's trying to turn the page, and boy, is he doing it with the bat. This pitch is a slider, 2-0, and he does not try to pull, goes with it, and damage done.
407.
Change the entire way that you approach a guy here in this game as a starting pitcher.
d'Arnaud, oh gosh, get out of here, ball. Down the line, it's off the pole. Another home run for Travis d'Arnaud. That is 5 home runs in his last 8 official at-bats. Unbelievable.
Absolutely in fuego right now. He does it too on an off-speed pitch. It is a changeup from Ryan Weathers, and there is no way to keep this guy in the ballpark right now.
It's almost getting common as d'Arnaud's recent hot streak. Still have Ozuna over at first base. This ball is hit deep to left. Kiss that baby goodbye. Duvall with a 2-run blast, 5-0 Atlanta.
That's what makes this team so tough. They're so good at just that quick strike inning. And
Avila with a 2-0. This ball is hit high. It is hit deep. Quan is back. See you later. Orlando has left the building. It's 6-1 Atlanta.
Fastball there.
And he did not. Riley did drive in a couple of runs the final game in Seattle with a 2 RBI triple. He hits this well into left center field. He hits it so well that it is not coming back. There is Riley's first home run since April 7th. And folks, he got his money's worth. And it's 1-0 Atlanta.
449 feet. You can see the numbers there. Absolutely tattooed for Austin Riley. And how nice is it to see one of these hard-hit balls? He has hit a bunch of them here lately, and he hasn't had a lot of luck. And so he takes all the luck out of play, 110 off the bat, and absolutely smashed into left center.
You could feel from up here the frustration of Austin Riley and all those hard hits. Now the payoff pitch. In the air to left. Hernandez at the track, at the wall. We are tied at 2. Something about this city brings out the best in the star Ronald Acuna Jr.
And enjoying every single moment of it, and it is a big one. Not so much the distance, but the importance here in the top of the 8th inning. He gets himself in the 3-2 count. Hudson goes with the fastball. Looked like they were trying to go middle in. It's elevated instead. Well, Ronald has struggled a little bit on that pitch, but he turns 96 around and over the left field wall.
Hit 3 home runs here last year. Took issue with it, and he knew, everybody knows the scouting report. Marcell Ozuna sends this in the air. Deep right center field. Does it have enough? It does. Solo homer, Marcell Ozuna. He's tied for the major league lead in that category now with 10. And Atlanta is on the board.
This is a big boy home run from the Big Bear to the opposite field. You talked about some of that wind. Now it looks like it might be pushing a little bit out to right field. But look at him go up and get high velocity here up above the strike zone, something he did so well a year ago. You can't get those by him with much consistency. 104 off the bat there.
Footage, because I know that our producer, Gretchen, they've got a lot of stuff up their sleeve.
There we go.
This ball is given a ride by Kelnick to right, and it's gone! Jared Kelnick with his first homer in a Braves uniform, and it puts Atlanta on top 2-0.
How good is that to see here for Jared Kelnick? This has been maybe Kevin Seitzer's favorite kind of player / project to be able to dig into. Last year he got off to an amazing start, started to struggle, got hurt, and he's been hitting the ball pretty well, but kind of waiting for that first bomb, and it's nice to get it here at home.
Yeah, it's good that one came. I've been waiting for it because I've been watching from afar, unlike last year.
Marcell Ozuna lifts this deep to right field, and it is gone! A big fly for the Big Bear, and it's 3-0 Atlanta.
We probably probably should not be surprised. Marcell Ozuna, that is now the 5th home run that he has against Nick Pivetta in 25 at-bats. He has swung the bat very well against him and comfortable, but this one extremely impressive as he goes to the opposite field.
Think about that decision to challenge that call at first base. That just totally flipped this game.
And then that Matt Olson kind of...
Arcia shoots it the other way. Abreu is back. It's gone! Arcia later. And for the first time this year, the Braves have gone back-to-back.
Another guy who has good numbers here against Pivetta, making now 5 for 6 with 2 home runs. And another impressive opposite field home run. This time it was on the slider. Situation in which it looked like the inning was over and no runs were going to be across.
Marcell Ozuna gets into this to center field. Does he have another one? He does! And he goes past Ohtani to lead Major League Baseball with 12 round trippers.
This really has been incredible to watch this season for Marcell, and watching him jump on a first pitch cutter. Pretty much in the middle of the zone. He goes to the opposite field the first time. He gets something that he can pull here, left center field, and a big one, 413 feet.
Was outstanding. He is still getting on base. He's still walking at above a 10% clip and getting on base for these guys behind him.
He sends this to straightaway center field, and you can kiss this baby goodbye. Long gone. Ronald Acuna Jr. gives Atlanta a 1-0 lead. And 61 feet.
That ball was timed up perfectly. Just as soon as we're talking about it, he put a swing on this thing and drilled this ball to dead center. And when he's going well, that's what we are used to seeing from Ronald. The ability to drive the ball middle the other way with authority. He turned that ball into a souvenir so fast.
That was absolutely
77 miles an hour. That ball was destroyed.
No doubter, and Atlanta is out in front. Ozzie Albies hits his high to left. Nimmo drifts back. He looks up, and that is gone. Back to back. First Acuna, now Albies, and it's 2-0 Atlanta.
Just like that, second time through the order, these Braves hitters aren't that good. They took what Quintana gave them the first time around and said, try it again. Try it again, we'll see what happens.
And he got under this thing.
Ozzie just continues as a right-handed hitter to punish left-handers all throughout the league. Getting extension on that ball that was trying to get in, didn't get all the way there, and he got that barrel to it.
And some juice in that Braves dugout. Some of those injuries in their rotation is laboring here, and this won't help. Matt Olson deep to right center. It is gone! 3 homers for the Braves here at the top of the third, and nobody deserves to round the bases more than Matt Olson. His last homer was over a month ago on April 7th, but he crushed that, and Atlanta leads it 4-0.
Olson was in the longest homer drought of his career, and I'm sure it felt just like a season's worth of at-bats. But right there, that fastball out over the dish, like we were talking about, he once again gets his A swing off and deposits that ball. It's a long way out there into that bullpen. This is a big part, and he hit that ball out in a hurry.
Close to reaching our full potential yet.
The Braves have been playing good baseball overall, and their record will show it.
Orlando Arcia lifts this down the left field line. It is hooking, but it stays fair. Orlando are see you later. And it's 2-0. What were we saying about the offense being okay, Colin?
I was just about to say it. Orlando obviously loves to pull the ball, loves the ball close to him to pull the ball, and we've seen Christian Scott just working away to these righties all day. But that ball leaked back over the plate here. Oh, trying to go in there. Risk reward, and Orlando made him pay for it.
The only question was, would it...
Seattle that brought Cano and Edwin Diaz. Your Mets fans in that moment were worried about this guy because he has the ability to do that. That's gone, and what a feeling for Jared Kelenic. Right field home run, 368 feet, and the Braves lead at 1-0 as the former Met first rounder hits it out.
Talk about catching it out in front. Not at 100 miles per hour, 98.6, but down through true right field. This play has to be made. Was not. It has to feel good.
He had 14 of 18 and 7 multi-hit games in that stretch.
Gives this a ride to center field. Crow Armstrong is back, and it is gone. Michael Harris giving Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
I've been so used to seeing balls go out there lately with that wind blowing from left to right and just dying. But that ball was crushed. Breaking ball out over the plate and straight ambush. Beautiful swing. Put a charge into that.
Not a great catch out there by the Cubs fan. Matt Olson to right center field. This ball is well struck, and that one is not coming back. And Atlanta, on a 3-run jack from their first baseman, Matt Olson, has a commanding 7-0 lead.
Well, we've been talking about it. You know, early on he was struggling average-wise, but hitting the ball hard. Not getting much to show for it. Slowly, quietly, he's been kind of coming around. Bunch of hits here lately, and then boom, that ball was hammered.
Michael Harris's homer was 426. Matt Olson did 6 feet better, 430. This ball is hit high in the air to left. Profar drifting back. He's still going, and it is gone. A big fly for the Big Bear. And Atlanta now has a 3-0 lead on Marcell Ozuna's 13th long ball of the season.
Now, first time just blew the fastballs by Marcell. This time again, it's the slider that just kind of spins, doesn't do much, backs up. And again, with Marcell, he's so strong, you don't have to get all of that for him. He just gets it in the air and lets it continue to go.
So 13. And now back-to-back. Hello, Chop House. And goodbye, baseball. That thing was crushed off the bat of Matt Olson.
Funny how shine away from that fastball all of a sudden. Just a curve one. I think there was a curveball. Matt knew that one right away, back to back.
First time that Dylan Cease has given up 2 homers in a game all season. Record, Braves 9-9. Talked about it yesterday, but the Phillies, the only games above 500 they played. Well, hold that thought. That It's another big flop for the Big Bear. His second of the day. And the Bravos have a 3-0 lead.
Well, he could coast around the bases this time. We had some fun with that double and then potentially not scoring on a base hit. But how about a changeup in the middle of the zone that he turns around and hits it 410 feet? Marcell Ozuna supplying all the power on that home run into the Padres bullpen as he looks into the dugout again.
This ball is hit high in the air to left center. The wind blowing out that way, and it's going to take it right into the bleachers. Orlando R's, see you later. As Arcia gives the Braves a 2-0 lead in inning number 2. 420 feet into the jet stream.
And it's not just as if the wind took this ball. He hit it 101 miles an hour. That is a hanging cutter. And we talked about trying to get the ball in the air against the side. You talked about how he had not allowed a home run since the 14th of April. This is the first righty to hit a home run off of him, and that was a bomb.
Yeah, he got his money's worth.
In Pittsburgh, we're going to miss both Jared Jones and Paul Skeens.
Michael Harris gives this a ride to left field, and he shoots it into the bleachers. A line drive homer off the bat of Michael Harris, and Atlanta is back on top.
That is really good to see from Michael as you see the distance there at 391 feet and jumping on a first pitch. Now, one of the issues he has struggled with this year is chasing some pitches outside the strike zone, but this is a good one to go after. It's outer third. It's 89. And again, the Braves doing a good job getting the ball in the air as he just backspun that pitch and drove it out to the opposite field.
Gives this a ride to center field. Bellinger back, and that ball is gone. Straight away center, 2-run shot for Adam Duvall. And Atlanta grabs a 2-0 lead here in the third.
We talked about the home run issues here lately for Justin Steele. This is the 6th on the season, all 6 in the last 3 games. There is that fastball, top of the zone, 92 miles an hour. It's the second home run that Adam Duvall has hit against Justin Steele in just 6 at-bats. He took him deep last year on a fastball.
Look a little bit like Steve Barton. Just a touch. It's not. Marcell Ozuna hits this high and deep to left center. Going back is Happen. He will watch it go. A Big Bear fly. A 3-run homer. His 15th of the season. It also extends his hit streak to 15 games. And Atlanta now has a cushion. It's 6-1, 7-1.
My apologies. I said fastball was a sweeper that ended up hitting out to left, and a big home run for Marcell. What a year it has been for him. You're going to see that sweeping slider not really sweep very much at all as it sits right in the middle of the plate, elevated. An amazing belt that Marcell has on tonight as well. You got a little nervous there for a second, thinking maybe it was going to stay in, but it got out by plenty.
So the hit streak continues. 15 home runs for Ozuna now. And one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. How about back-to-back? Yes, sir! Matt Olson following up Ozuna's homer with a shot of his own. And it's 8-1.
Braves fans remember this feeling. And we saw it earlier this season, where this offense gets going and it just feels unstoppable for opposing pitchers. And a couple of bombs here as Matt Olson gets a hold of a sinker middle in. Elevated at 92 miles an hour. He hit it an even 400 feet.
Second time in the last couple of days that those two went back-to-back. They did it on Monday against San Diego in the third inning during the doubleheader, and now they do it. This ball is hit high in the air, deep to right center field, and that baby is into the bleachers. Jared Kelnick loves playing at Wrigley Field, and he gives Atlanta a 1-0 lead in the fifth.
Jared Kelnick feeling saucy indeed here at Wrigley Field. He got a fastball. It was 92 miles an hour. He hit it 109 out. And there's the first home run of the season allowed by Hayden Wisniewski, but he knew it. Now, the thing, again, with the wind, it looked like it was going to be way gone. And I think on any other normal day, it's a lot deeper, but still impressive. A couple of rows deep there.
Ronald sends this to right center. Well struck at the wall, and it is gone. And the Braves will not be shut out. The streak lives on. Now 172 games without being shut out as Ronald Acuna Jr. hits a 3-run homer, his 4th of the season.
Just felt like you could see this coming from a mile away. You have a starter who's starting to fatigue. He's starting to slow down a little bit. He seemed a little frustrated, and it is a fastball right down the middle. We've talked a lot about some struggles for Ronald on elevated fastballs, but this one was middle, maybe slightly down, and he hits it out to center with some authority.
So the Braves on
Rangers, and a deal that worked out really well because it was Cole Reagans that went back the other way.
Matt Olson hits this high. He hits it deep. That baby is long gone. Did it get into the Allegheny? Yes, it did. Just the 73rd ball ever to go into that river since this park opened in 2001.
That was impressive, and there is that ball floating away. Well, Hannah's got something to do here for the rest of the game. Good luck. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that he absolutely turns on. It is inside, and he knew it right away. Head down for Matt Olson. It was just a matter of whether or not it would get there in the air. I think it may have. I know we lost sight of it. I guess not. That looked like maybe it bounced. I might have hit somebody's boat and bounced. Thinking about the huge year that he had last year and what he is on. It is simple, it is quiet, and it is powerful.
How about Duvall to left center? Get out of here. Yes, sir. 2 homers in the inning. This time it's Adam Duvall. Atlanta's bats coming to life in the Steel City.
Well, it didn't get wet, but it was still really impressive. This one against the 2-seam fastball. It's a 4-seamer that Matt Olson hit out, and the 2-seamer is actually a bigger swing and miss pitch for Aroldis Chapman, and that one was at 99 miles an hour, and Doovie turns it around at 107.
Well, faster they come in. So
you get drafted every year in junior college. You got to wait till the 3rd year to go to a 4-year school.
Adam Duvall hits this high in the air to left. Does it have it up? Rosario will watch it go. A Memorial Day mash for Adam Duvall. It's 8-3. Partner, you felt like that might be coming.
It certainly felt that way. Again, a couple of good swings. You're going to see the same lefty 3 times for a guy who mashed his lefties. Hadn't had a hit yet. Got himself in a great full count. And good news for Adam Duvall. Bad news for you and I in our sugar intake, because I think we're going to be eating some.
It's a good feeling. You should get in there, I'm telling you. You'll sleep better.
Marcell Ozuna hits this high and deep to left center. And Atlanta has the lead in the 7th on a big fly from the Big Bear.
Who else would it be in this situation other than Marcell Ozuna? That's a cutter at 92 miles an hour that sits right back over the middle of the plate. He's all over it, hitting at 107 miles an hour and 413 feet away.
Bounced all over the place. He's been released a couple of times. This is his third stint with Oakland. And Marcell Ozuna hits this ball deep to center, and you can't kiss it goodbye. A big fly from the Big Bear. And just like that, we are tied at 2.
A big-time pop from Marcell Ozuna to get those 2 runs back. Look at the location of this slider. It is hung at the top of the zone, and he goes to dead center. A little splash that we saw after that one landed past that center field wall. 106 feet. Should be 106 miles an hour. Definitely more than 100.
And he has been around the block. Olsen hits this out to right field. Cameron going back, and he will watch it go. We are tied, and the bats are live on a Saturday in Atlanta.
How good does this feel for Matt Olson? Fastball down and in. Look at Langoliers reaching back across. They want that ball away from the big bat of Matt Olson. They did not get it there, and he made McFarland pay.
Five runs. Ozzie Albies hits this out to right center field. This ball is well struck, and it is gone into the bullpen. And Atlanta takes a 6-3 lead in the 6th.
Well, that situation, like I said last year, we're just so accustomed to seeing the Braves come through in situations like that with a big hit. Matt Olson not able to do it, but Ozzie picked him up there. Got a pitch out over the plate that he could drive. And deposited that in the Red Sox bullpen. Yep, 4-seam fastball, middle, and Ozzie's not going to miss many of those.
So this ball is lifted to right field. Dolbeck is going back, and that thing is out of here. Another homer for Atlanta. This time it's Orlando Arcia, and it is 7-3 Braves.
There we go. It's June. Good to see Orlando drive a ball the opposite field like that. I'll tell you, in this cool air, that ball's not exactly jumping either, but that ball was hammered into that bullpen out there. Another hanging slider.
Arms down that bullpen, especially their late inning relievers here in Washington.
Adam Duvall hits this high in the air to left center field. That baby is gone. And we are tied at 2. Bummer caught it in the pen. Brand new ball game at Nationals Park on a Thursday night.
If you remember the other start that Parker made against the Braves, he allowed 1 2-run home run, and it was that man right there, Adam Duvall, who did it. So now in 2 games, 2 2-run home runs against the lefty, and right on time after the Braves give up a couple in the bottom of the inning, they come back right here in the top of the 7th and tie this baby up. And look at Aaron Bummer. Athletes out there in the bullpen.
Moore, the number 27. Good for him. Marcell Ozuna out to left center field. Don't bother chasing it. That thing is long gone. The bats have come back to life. It is 5-2 Atlanta. A big fly from the Big Bear.
242 feet for Ozuna.
Absolute no-doubter here from Marcel. We just talked about how important he has been to this offense, the percentage that he has meant when it comes to runs and home runs. And looked like he, I'll say, cut off the end a little bit, but this was all strength here from Ozuna. You mentioned the distance there, an absolute bomb, and kept going. But back-to-back hits here on sliders for the Braves in huge spots.
Great job, Nick. Take the next 3 innings off. Talk to you in the postgame. First pitch here in the 7th. Out to right center field. Get out of here. That ball is gone. Maybe that'll get Sean Murphy on track. His first homer of the season. Missed 49 games with that oblique injury, but he hit that one .408 out of the park, and Atlanta is now down 7-3.
Well, muscled out to right center here by Sean Murphy as he got himself a fastball that he could handle. Remember we talked about earlier with Mackenzie Gore and how he was pitching him in, trying to crowd him. Why? Because you do not want Sean Murphy to get his arms extended. That's where the power is. That pitch was away.
Kelnick is 1 for 3. He gets into this to right center. That thing is crushed, and it is gone. A 3-run jack for Jared Kelnick. It's 8-5.
This has to feel good here for Jared Kelnick. Remember those pitches up and in that kind of got under his skin a little bit earlier in this game. He gets 97 and turns it around at 180. Goes 413 feet there into right field. I mentioned some of the struggles for Weems against lefties, and that certainly has shown up here after the base hit for Michael Harris and now the home run for Jared Kelnick.
Well, there is still nobody out. Single walk, 3-run homer.
To the opposite field, so save that one for a couple of years ago. We're going to need him to the pull side. Here we go.
That's one to the pull side. That ball is hit deep, and we are tied in Baltimore. Matt Olson with a 2-run shot. All even in the 8th inning.
That good decision there from Matt Olson to try to pull a baseball in this ballpark compared to what he did here previously, and right on time when the Braves needed it most, especially here left on left against Aiken. I mentioned he's not great against lefties. Not a lot of swing and miss in there. The OPS at nearly 700. He misses his location with this elevated fastball at 95 miles an hour, and you're not going to get it past Matt Olson. And we got that no decision for Povich that we wanted. Now we got to get a Braves reliever a win.
He sends this deep to right field. DeLuca's going back. Gets to the chop house. Yes! A big fly for the Big Bear. And Atlanta grabs a 3-1 lead in the first.
Exactly what you wanted him to do. Got fooled with 2 splits. Widens his eyes to right field. He gets that fastball. You know as well as I do, Brandon, when it gets hot here in the summer, that ball starts to fly. Only the 8th home run in the first inning for Atlanta this year. Last year, 47.
This ball is hammered deep to left. Forget about it. An absolute take off the bat of Austin Riley. 7-1.
Well, he decided to listen to my 4 keys.
What was that second key again?
Austin Riley bomb.
There it was.
Same thing. It backs up. I mean, a no-doubter. Wow.
Rosarena didn't budge in left field.
Didn't move.
The shadows now starting to envelop the mound as well. Payoff pitch. Kelnick sends it out to right. Low is back. It is gone. Just enough juice off the bat of Jared Kelnick, and Atlanta takes the lead.
Perfect time to have him be the blue moon bright spot. Great at bat. Went to the off-speed pitch there, Brandon. Hung way up in the zone. The only question was this ball going to be high enough to get out of here? And it just snuck. Ow.
Marcell Ozuna lifts it to center field. Serious back. He's at the wall. That baby's gone. A big fly from the Big Bear. A pair of two-run homers for Atlanta. They lead it 4-1. And Jeffrey give Ozuna 20 now on the season.
Just continues the approach. Watch his hands here. Watch, Brandon, watch that. Look at him stay through the ball. See how everything's working dead center. And so for him, he's using all that weight, getting that backside through, and again, just unloads. Man, what a year.
Olsen is 0 for 2. He awaits a 2-2 pitch from Pepio. He hits this well to right. Get into the chop house, baby. Yes, sir. Back to back. 3 homers in the last 4 hitters. And Atlanta leads it 5-1.
Kevin Cash was out of the dugout before Matt even crossed home plate right here. And again, 1 strike away from being a completely different ball game here. Threw 3-2 to Kelnick, if you remember, hung the changeup this time, tried to go fastball. And Matt puts in the chop house. And here, 3 home runs within 5 batters. 4 batters, excuse me.
And at Truist, they were just playing shot, shot, shot. Yep, there's 3 shots. And it sends him into Tampa Bay's bullpen. Back in a moment. 2 walks today and a fly out. Hits this well. Right center. That baby is gone. Frenchie called it again. Riley bombs on back-to-back days, and Atlanta has opened it up.
Get the airline tickets, partner. We're going to Vegas tonight. Wow. First pitch heater. We've talked about it. That second AB, Brandon, he was so close to getting on time on that heater. This one. And where did he go? Right center. Big part of the field.
Pierce Johnson with a great catch.
Shark Pierce.
We have a little fun up here. Looks a lot better when I'm not in the camera shot, by the way. Oh, that's so good.
I don't know if I can call it Snip Bear.
Snip Bear is a tough one, but that's what Ozzy originally called it. This ball off the bat of Jared Kelnick is deep to right. How about a trip to the chop house for Kelnick for the 2nd day in a row, and we are tied.
Well, I would say someone might like the leadoff spot a little bit right now, huh? Well, you talk about giving a little bit of a jolt. I was telling someone yesterday, he's a fiery player, man. I like the passion he plays with. Every team needs a little bit.
5 for 9 in this series now with a pair of homers. He hit the first one for the Braves yesterday.
But I think some people, I was not a great 3-0 hack guy because you got to commit.
How about 1-0? This ball's hit well to center field. Serious back. A Father's Day dinger for Darno. It gives Atlanta a 2-1 lead. Well, he's feeling it today, Frenchie.
Man, he's got the great gear on, saying thanks, Dad, and here he gets a hanger. And when you go dead center like that, you can tell on a line, he backs that ball up right there. No doubter, just short of Chattahoochee Falls.
Be a nice day to take a dip in Chattahoochee.
In the battle.
One more time, here we go. In the air, right center field. Back goes Siri. Riley has done it again. Homers in 3 consecutive games. And this one ties it at 6 apiece.
Big league at bat, maybe the at bat of the year for him. One of the best relievers in baseball, and you're battling for 11 pitches, and then you get that fastball again. Where did it go? He didn't pull it, stayed with it. That's why he fouled off those off-speed pitches. 3 in a row.
Coming out of the bullpen. Ozzie Albies, he lifts it high, he lifts it deep. That day is gone into the chop house, and Atlanta leads it.
Well, making one hit for a left-handed batter against the Shelby Miller fastball, and it is a huge one here from Ozzie. 94 miles an hour. It is elevated. He knows where that fastball plays best, but Ozzie ready for it, hands above the ball and hitting it over the chop house. What a bomb there from Ozzie.
Our T-Mobile coverage cam giving you those looks. Duvall had the one that he hit. Riley still out at second base. 1-2 from Skubal. Lifted to right center field. That baby is gone. Sean Murphy with a mash. And Atlanta has a 3-0 lead in the third.
Impressive poke here against the changeup for Sean Murphy, and going the other way. I mentioned, I felt like his swing has looked like it's been in a good place. You talked about him and Marcell Ozuna in the conversations that they have been having.
Slavery ended in our country June 19, 1865 in Texas. And Braves Baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist as we go to the home half of the fourth. Atlanta enjoying a 3-0 lead. First pitch off the bat of Laureano is lifted to left center field, and Ramon Laureano has his first homer in a Braves uniform, and it's 4-0. He got a hold of that one, 426.
That was fun to watch. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that he turns around at 106. And Laureano's dealt with some injuries and some lack of production over the last couple of years. But when he has been in a situation, because one knee is down and one is up, that caused that ball to skip to the right and gave Adam Duvall an opportunity to get to third.
This ball is hit high and deep to left. Murphy has left the building again. A pair of two-run homers for the Braves catcher, and Atlanta has opened it up. It's 7-0.
A little Marcell magic strikes again here for Sean Murphy in the conversations that they were having about hitting. This is a two-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour, and that one sunk right into the barrel of Sean Murphy. I mentioned at the very beginning, I feel like his swing.
One pitch, one base hit, and the Braves have their leadoff man on, and Ozzie Albies is the batter, a switch hitter. He hits this one in the air deep toward left field. Jones goes back for it, and that is gone. 2 pitches in. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Kelnick singles, and Albies hits his 6th home run.
Well, you know the game plan coming in already. They're going to hunt the fastball early and often, and you see already he was hunting that at the top of the zone, and he beat him to the spot, and he knew as soon as he hit that, that baseball was not coming back.
Didn't even have time to say that Albies clobbers left-handers. He's hit .338 from the right side in his career, and he went hunting on the first pitch from Rodon.
Well, all of a sudden this last week,
Carlos Rodon was an all-star for the White Sox in 2021 and the Giants in 22 before securing that contract in New York. Riley hits one a ton the other way out toward right center field. What a start for the Braves. 2 home runs in the first, and Austin Riley has made it 3-0 Atlanta.
You know what I'm starting to think, Wayne? I think they watched the pregame hit, because we talked about him being able to cover the baseball like Aaron Judge, and when he's locked in, he allows that baseball to travel deep, and he has authority to right center. And again, the game plan, staying on the fastball and not missing it. You see in the top of the lineup start to heat up in Braves Nation.
Riley has
with that, you know, it starts and ends within the rotation. If you have health and consistency, you trust guys 1 through 5, you really have a shot to win.
Olsen lifts one toward right field. This one pretty deep. Soto's back out for it. Near the wall. It's gone. Matt Olsen has hit the 3rd Braves homer tonight. And Atlanta trouncing Carlos Rodon. It is 7-1 in favor of the Braves.
You know, this lineup has been dormant for a long time in this.
Stroman rocks and fires. And a fly ball to right center field, carrying pretty well. Judge turns and watches this ball fly over the wall for a home run. It's the 4th home run for the Braves in the 2 games in this series, and the 21st this year for Ozuna. Well, this is how good he's been. He has the unique ability to keep the bat in the zone so long. Now, this pitch was supposed to be tying him up inside, a sinker inside. And with this porch, if you do not get the ball inside, see how that's middle down the middle? You can go right with it. And the ballpark does not hold a lot of fly balls hit at that height and obviously that distance. And with this heat and humidity, it is really flying. Stroman doesn't normally give up many home runs. 18 hits yesterday. Doesn't have a hit since the 2nd inning tonight. Darno sends a deep fly ball the other way. It backs up for Soto, and it's gone. Opposite field home run for Travis d'Arnaud. Not only did they get a hit, they get a home run, and it's 7-3. Well, we talked about it. Right field is a heaven for hitters in Yankee Stadium. Well, like Judge did in the 1st inning, d'Arnaud does here in the 7th. And that is going to do it for Marcus Stroman. His night ends after 6 2/3. As a Yankee skipper, last year's the first time they missed the playoffs under his guidance. Kelenic lifts this in the air to deep right center. Soto is going back, and that thing is out of here. Nice catch there in the first row. And it gives us our first run of the ball game. Jared Kelenic, 7th of the season. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
So I had Matt Olson pegged as the first lefty to hit a home run against Nestor Cortez this season, but instead it is Jared Kelenic who has done such a nice job in this leadoff spot for the Atlanta Braves. He gets a cutter that is elevated. I think he thought he got it right away, a little bit closer than we all thought, but he smoked it. 98 miles an hour off the bat and 383 feet. So Atlanta 3.9 earned run average, and June has been worse, a 6.11 ERA. Riley sends this out to center field. Ciani is going back, and he will watch it leave the yard. Atlanta is on the board, courtesy of an Austin Riley solo shot, and it's 4-1.
What we talked about in that first at-bat for Austin Riley, and that was that he was likely going to see a lot of four-seam fastballs. He knew that coming into tonight. That's awesome, by the way, right there. Sorry to get distracted. And this ended up being a four-seam fastball. After all those cutters away, Lance Lynn thought he could go to the four-seamer, but Austin Riley was ready this time.
You think she was lying, or is her name really Austin Riley?
I think it's certainly possible.
I think it's legit, just spelled differently.
She put a lot of time.
He waits a 1-1. He lifts this in the air to right field. That ball is headed towards the bullpen, and that's where it will land. A two-run shot for Jared Kelnick. He has 3 hits already on the afternoon, and Atlanta now leads it 6-2. Remember when we were talking about how he enjoys the leadoff spots?
Yeah, I remember. Was that so long ago? Got a short memory. Impressive. And what we were also talking about is him understanding the trends of how teams are going to attack him. And that has meant less fastballs. And that was a slider that he demolished into that.
Center field. Sawinski is back. Sawinski is still going. And that baby is gone. Splash into Chattahoochee Falls off the bat of Austin Riley. And Atlanta has a 1-0 lead.
Well, I wasn't sure if he got enough of that, but clearly he did. That ball went a long way. It just kept going and going. Got a little changeup. Not quite where he wanted it. Outer third of the plate, but thigh high, not knee high. And Austin made him pay.
Dylan Lee was ready to celebrate with his bullpen mates out there. 423 feet for Austin. They're just trying to get both of these guys a little rest when they can to keep those young arms fresh. Kelnick turns on this and sends it to the chop house. Greeting Paul Skeens pretty rudely. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
That's a good start to the ball game. Fastball up, and I talked about it in the open. One of my 4 keys, right? Hunt the fastball. This team hits fastballs really well. Kelnick got one up in the zone and hammered it. Great start.
They go and could really set the tone for the start of the second half. Well, maybe that'll set the tone tonight. Kiss that thing goodbye. Austin Riley with a bomb to the second deck.
Took a fastball up in the first pitch of this at-bat. He got another one, and he was all over it. Getting the timing down just by watching one and seeing it and getting a feel for what that fastball looks like. And, my goodness, for Austin Riley, 407 feet into that second deck.
Day in that Pittsburgh series before the Pirates salvaged the series on Sunday. Sean Murphy gets into one to left center. Does that have enough juice? Yes, sir! Back to back! Riley and Murphy making it 2-0 Atlanta.
Austin Riley's 407 was impressive. How about 430 in the gap against the changeup? And not a bad one. It was down, but Sean Murphy gets all barrel on this one and drives it out. A no-doubter into left center field.
And just
here's Riley. Riley, high drive, center field. Rojas going back. This ball is gone! Just like that, the Braves are right back in it. And Austin Riley continues his personal run of terror against Aaron Nola.
Anyone but you. Riley back in the familiar spot, hitting third. Brian Snicker trying to get the offense going, moves him back to that spot, and he just destroys it to dead center.
Nola's payoff. And this is tagged deep right field, way back there and gone. Albies drills one out to right. And the Braves have narrowed the deficit back to 2.
It's almost as if tonight Alex asking you shall receive. We're trying to see some of this Braves power and offense come back. There's Ozzy, the timing, head movement, simple, foot down, then just let it fly.
Shohei Ohtani has a better OPS this year. Ozuna in the air, deep right center. That ball is gone! And the Braves refuse to go quietly. Marcell Ozuna with one swing gets him back within 2.
I just woke up Meloso. Opposite field, 98 miles an hour, up and away from him. He extends his arms, and he knew it. He was saying to me about his swing, he tries to be as slow as possible because he knows he's fast.
He can do some really fun things.
Here's Ozuna. Breaking ball lifted in the air to center. In was Rojas, now back all the way to the track, and Ozuna goes yard again. A 3-run shot last night, a 2-run homer here in the first. It's 3-0 Braves. Dead center. Hadn't hit a home run in 2 weeks. He's hit one on back-to-back nights now.
Well, as this air heats up a little bit here, we're in hot Atlanta. The ball really flies out here once you get into summertime.
In the third. Lifted deep to left. Turning around Marsh. And watching it go. Ozzy Albies hadn't hit a home run in 2 weeks. He has hit one on back-to-back nights, and Atlanta extends the lead. A rocket, huh?
114 off. Looked like he tried to come in again. I wonder if he didn't just quite get it in or up enough. It looked like it was in. Did he get it up enough is the question.
Your biggest fan, and that meant for everybody that had that uniform on, and he backed his players like no other, and he made you feel valued.
Adam Duvall crushes this. Is that thing going to stay fair? Yes, it is. Duvall got it all. A solo jack to put Atlanta in front.
The swings are getting better against right-handed pitching, something we have talked about recently with Adam Duvall. He's been on a pretty nice run, much more comfortable. The confidence is up, and you get swings like this against a 95-mile-an-hour fastball absolutely demolished into that extension. He's actually a guy that sits right around league average or just below.
Kelnick hammers this to right center field. And that thing is gone into the chop house. 3-run bomb, 4-0 Atlanta.
I think leadoff Jared Kelnick is my new favorite. Jared Kelnick, cutter right down the middle. He took a healthy hack at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball first pitch of the at-bat. He was late on it. You give him a cutter in the middle, and you are doing him a favor. And
you were coming with facts, with some heat.
Anything outside of baseball, I got very little information to add. I'll ask a lot of questions.
Right center field gap. Does this have enough? You bet it does. 3 homers in the inning for Atlanta.
And each one going further and further. This one 430 feet. For Matt Olson, I'd wondered too about the green light here in a 3-0 count, knowing very likely he was going to get a fastball and maybe the best pitch that he would see in the at-bat. He was ready, he was aggressive, caught it on time, and pounded that baseball into the Braves bullpen.
And that will be the last base. Eli White now.
Go.
White gives it a ride to left. Merrifield drifting back. It's gone. Eli White joins the home run party. It's 6-0 Atlanta.
That's a 10th home run in the career of Eli White, but his first one as an Atlanta Brave and an easy guy to root for. You mentioned the injuries that he had. I know Braves fans just kind of getting to know him a little bit, but that is a nice sign to see Eli White turn around a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Do with that changing around Major League Baseball. They had success signing guys a lot later.
Riley gets into this to center field. It's still going, and it is gone. Austin Riley with a solo jack in the top of the first. What a way to start the series for Atlanta.
Impressive here from Austin Riley, turning around 97 miles an hour and hitting it 430 feet. And you can see that ball. That is up and in a little bit. So you got to pull the hands in, still get the barrel to it. And that's where the strength takes over. Once you square it up to hit it that far, you got to be a strong man. That is a strong man.
Sewald fires home. In the air. Right center field. That thing's going to go. And we are tied. Sean Murphy with a mash to even things at 3 with 2 outs in the top of the 9th.
How about the Braves fans in this building right now cheering? The road fans showing out, and take a look at the pitch here. They wanted it elevated. Did Moreno, he didn't get it up there. And Sean Murphy always taking those big swings. I had asked Brian Snicker today before the game, I said, who would be your best home run derby candidate? He said Marcel's going to do great, but he was, I tell you what, Sean Murphy takes big hacks all the time. I put him up there with anybody. He makes that one count, though, to the opposite field to tie things up.
The power it takes. 0-2 from Gallen. And Duvall crushes it. A no-doubter. Duvall got it all. A long homer. And now it's 5-0 Atlanta here in the 6th. .441 off his bat.
Well, the confidence continues to soar here for Adam Naval against right-handed pitching. A breaking ball that sits in the middle of the plate, bottom part of the zone, but center. Gallen knew it as Adam Naval was thinking about getting some cold beers and cheeseburgers out there in deep left field.
Well, he deserves it after that tank. My goodness. Grichuk at left just turned and watched it. They are going to take Zach Gallen. Big guy out there. 6'5", 215. Ozuna gives it a ride to center field. And we are tied on a big fly from the Big Bear. His 24th of the season.
How exciting is that for those fans out there coming away with a Marcell Ozuna home run ball, and perhaps maybe that ball, is that the first Bear belt homer of the career of Marcell Ozuna?
I think it might be. Broke out a new belt, and it's working for him.
That belt is so awesome. But not as awesome as this home run. Incredible to see here. Again, you got a heavy ground ball pitcher, and you got to work your way through it to get underneath the baseball. And my goodness, did Marcell Ozuna get under this one and drive it out to right center field.
And yes, how cool.
Lots of contact so far. Both sides and the defenses have really shown up. We've seen some good plays, both by the Padres and the Braves.
That ball is in the air. It is hit high and deep to left center. And this thing is tied on a big fly from the Big Bear. One apiece in the top of the fifth. Marcell Ozuna's 25th of the season.
We've talked quite a bit about it, Brandon. The 76 RBIs now for Marcell Ozuna. That is the most in Braves franchise history before the All-Star break. And he hammered that ball. I got a little concerned when he first hit it. I'm like, man, did he get that too high? With the way things have gone here so far this evening.
It hung in the air for Orlando Arcia. Cranks this to left. See you later. 4-1 Atlanta.
How nice was this for Orlando? And how about another sweeper? Pretty much the same pitch that Marcell Ozuna hit out. And this one, a no-doubter. Just kind of backing up and sitting inner third there for Orlando. It had been a while since we had seen him go deep. Of course, he had a huge year last year with the home run.
Seattle. So struggling a little bit are the Padres. Marcell Ozuna to right center field. A two-homer run for the Big Bear. Another big fly. Give him now 26 before the All-Star break. And what did you say about De Los Santos and
He was
homers?
due. He hadn't given one up in 5 games. This is impressive from Marcell. 97 miles an hour on the fastball, and he goes to the opposite field gap. He can hit fastballs anywhere. We were talking about him and some of the low ball stuff that he has done this year. That one is elevated, so it's going to get on you pretty quick.
Hits it in the air to left center field. Going back is Merrill. He's still going, and it's gone! Darno delivers a 3-run bomb. 5-1 Atlanta.
Slider here to Travis d'Arnaud that He absolutely obliterates here right in the middle of the plate. They probably just had that conversation about being careful, trying to shoot the corners. Travis has got that sneaky power. And a mistake there, and he makes him pay. That is huge, as we just talked about with the Braves.
2 balls and a strike here. Darno gets into another one to left center. See you later. A 2-homer ball game for Travis Darno. And it's 6-3 Atlanta.
We know Travis Darno is such a nice guy. How kind of him to hit one into each bullpen today. First one for the Padres, and now this second one for the Atlanta Braves. And this was impressive from Travis Darno. My goodness, to get a hold of 98 miles an hour and turn it around at 110. How about 445 feet for Travis Darno? And that swing actually looked a little bit more controlled and easier than the one that you commented on when he took the big hat.
I mean, look at the numbers. Outstanding. The poise has been great. Fastball slider combo.
Fly ball, well hit to right. Nootbaar back to the fence. That ball is gone. It's a game-tying homer. That's why they brought Rosario back right off the top of the fence to tie the game.
Well, Eddie Rosario gets one in that sweet spot, down and in, able to drop the bat head on it. He has struggled this year with breaking balls, but you can't leave one there.
So that's bad. Again, 5 different pitches that he uses at least 15% of the time, and mixing up the delivery once in a while as well.
This ball is hit high. This ball is hit deep, and it is gone. A big fly for the Big Bear, and it's 5-2.
In the previous at bat, if you remember, Marcel struck out against this 2-seam fastball. Sonny Gray tries to do it to him again, but this time he can't get it past him. And you really cannot pitch Marcell Ozuna one way. How's it go? Fool me once.
Shame on me.
Like that dude from American Pie.
Wait.
The great athlete, and he was also a great singer.
This ball is hit deep to left center field, and it's gone. Austin Riley powers it out of here, and it's 6-3.
We talked about the run that he has been on, how good he has been against the St. Louis Cardinals. This is a 2-seam fastball. It's elevated, maybe inner third, but smoked here by Austin Riley. 112 off the bat. We thought it would have been his second home run tonight. You mentioned it, that borderline one that he hit down the line, just foul, but no doubt about this one into left center field.
And now make it. This ball is hit high and deep to left center. A 2-homer night for Marcell Ozuna. And another big fly for the Big Bear.
And it's fun to watch these guys tee off. This is a sweeper right down the middle. We talked about the 2-seamer, the adjustment that Marcell made in his last at-bat.
and this time looked like he was almost sitting on that little breaking pitch from Sonny Gray, and he mashes it 431 feet.
And the Euro step around Matuiasa Sopo.
Yeah, those bunts are fun and all, but this is a lot more fun. And watching these guys launch, and for the first time in the career of Sonny Gray, he has allowed 4 home runs in a game, and that's impressive from Eddie Rosario. That 4-seam fastball has got some cut to it. It's coming in. Looked like it might have finished in off the plate, but he's inside it enough to get the barrel to it, and another no-doubter here for a Braves hitter in this inning.
Eddie had a huge 2-run homer earlier in game 1. That one pulls Atlanta within. Starts ago against the Reds, he gave up 10 runs in 4 1/3. That ball is headed for the chop house. Jared Kelnick, a reservation for 1 out there on a Sunday. And Atlanta's on the board in the 3rd inning.
I told you about Matt Olson and 2 home runs that he had against the Michaelis changeup. Here is a changeup right down the middle to another left-handed hitter in Jared Kelnick. 2nd time that he has homered off Miles Michaelis in his career.
That got out of here in a hurry. Bear v. Bear here at Citi Field. And now Adam Duvall down the left field line. Stay fair. Yes, that's a 2-run homer for Adam Duvall. You can throw it back all you want, but it's still 2-0 Atlanta. That was a frozen rope out of here.
That ball was hit. You know, you kept wondering if it was going to stay fair, but I think he hit this ball so well that it didn't really have any hook on it. Trying to go away, and that ball just came right back, and this ball was driven into the left field seats. Good catch too.
Great catch. Then he chucked it back. Meanwhile, for this reliever, Orsi, just his 2nd big league appearance, and Marcell Ozuna has left the building. A big fly for the Big Bear to make it 8-3. 29 on the year now for Ozuna.
Ozuna, 1st inning, got hit by a pitch. He did not like the strike 3 call back in the 3rd inning. And here gets a hanging off speed pitch, and you throw it there right now the way the Big Bear's going. Although he didn't know he got that one, but it easily got out.
Not only 29 homers for him, but 80. I feel like that's probably the first time that's happened in Major League Baseball history. Duvall, deep center field. Does it have enough juice? Yes, it does. Right off the apple. 2-homer night for Adam Duvall. It's 8-4.
Oh, it's crushed right there. 10th homer of the season, went dead center in the apple. And the one he hit to deep left back in the 7th. Good at bats tonight for Adam, and a good sign. There's another guy who's so strong. You just got to get bat to ball.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, not here.
Directly.
Dead center. Everybody does it, right?
Yeah. He hits this deep to left center. Don't bother chasing it. 1-0 Atlanta on a big fly from the Big Bear. It's number 30 of the the season. And the boos rain down.
There's one way to continue to get booed, and that's do that.
And Tyler McGill had set down the first 11 Braves he had faced. That changed right there.
Oh, look at that pitch. He's been down in the zone for the most part when he's missed with the off speed, and that one backed up. See, the big bear knew he got that one.
Ball pretty well back in the first inning. This ball's hit pretty well out to left center. Nimmo is going over there, and that thing has enough to get out of here. Solo shot to left center for Matt Olson. Back to back for Atlanta.
See that 105 off the bat. You knew this ball was hit on. See, that was just a hanger right there, right over the outside part of the plate. And this was good, though. Instead of trying to pull this pitch, see Matt go with it. Just over the line. Just enough.
So now for Matt, been a little bit of an issue this season. 20 walks over 45 innings. Eddie Rosario gets a hold of it. Toward the foul pole. It's fair. Eddie Rosario sneaks it inside the foul pole down that right field line. 3 solo shots today for Atlanta, and it's now 4-0.
Oh, Brandon, you go back to the second inning. He tried to sneak one down that foul pole too and just missed it. This one, you can see, just kind of floated and hung up enough where Eddie was able to get it, clip it out front. And this is the same kind of deal. You wonder if it was going to keep hooking, and you can see just inside the right field foul pole.
Tyler McGill frustrated. Oh, I think Matt Olson waiting at 0-1. He hits this deep to right field. Second deck, 3-run bomb. Matt Olson. That was the no-doubter of no-doubters. 426 feet.
That one was loud right there. That's about as much as Matt would be happy about yesterday's home run, the line drive to left field. This is one that probably feels about a month worth of frustration coming out. That was a hanging slider right there, and funny, if you go back to that first at bat, Peterson had beat him with some fastballs, and here clips on him off speed, and Matt crushed that ball.
Who has the better hair, Stanek or Holmes? Orlando Arcia.
I was going to say Arcia does.
Deep left center field. Orlando Arcia. See you later. Solo shot. 5-0 Bravos.
Welcome to the Mets, right? Well, you get ahead in a count like that. We all know Orlando can absolutely destroy fastballs, and he gets a 2-0 center cut coming into his bat and unloads.
So Stanek, the first appearance for him, the first batter he faces in a Mets uniform, and he gives up a solo shot. And now, in place of Luke Williams, it will be Eddie Rosario.
And get erratic.
Austin Riley hits this deep to left field. Back at the wall goes Gamble. It is gone. It is 7-0 Atlanta. Right now it is bombs away in Queens.
Now that's the way to do it. Hit your mate right in front of you. You get a hanger here, first pitch, and unload. I mean, just backed up right to where you want it. And he knew it.
And how about this off? A lot of good at-bats today for these Braves hitters. Out to left center field, off the bat of Ramon Laureano. There goes another one. 4 homers today for Atlanta. 2-run shot here for Laureano, and it's 9-0.
That was a no-doubter. That had to feel good for him. Kind of a crazy series up here, and he had a great job throwing out the runner back in the 4th, and this one. Change up on the outer half, and he just goes out and gets it.
It's a great point, Jeff. You go back to Thursday night for Ramon. Colin Ray with a 1-1 pitch. Marcell Ozuna deep to left. Kiss it goodbye. Oh my. A big fly from the Big Bear to put Atlanta out in front of the 4th.
That went off the facade upwards says open year-round X golf.
438.
Holy bull crap. That's farther than 438, partner.
All right, 488.
Yes, that's closer.
That was a tank.
Look where this thing ends up. Watch it. It hits the right at the glass, even went above that.
Well, he gets an opportunity last year and pitched pretty well, and now this season is having the best year of his career. Although Orlando Arcia sends this deep out towards center, and it's gone. Orlando Arcia, see you later. 2-0 Braves. And that one went 421.
I'll tell you what, anytime you can do that against your former team, even though there were no hard feelings the way you left. As you can see, that ball crept back over the plate too. Both ones he's throwing have come back over, and 2 no-doubters.
Yeah, you don't see many go out there. One-two from the righty. Sean Murphy extends this game at least for another batter. Long home run to make it 8-3.
You know, look, at the end of the day, Brandon, you can sit there and say it's a meaningless home run, right? And the fact that, I mean, it's 8-3, they need one more out. But I think this is one guy right here that you'd love to get going. You know, Darno's been swinging it well, but this is a guy who's going to be a big-time bat in the middle of your lineup this year. Got hurt early and just hasn't been able to get together. Maybe for him, this is just a little confidence.
And he was just a tick away from a homer back in the 2nd inning. Coming out to left field. Churio going back. He's at the wall. It's gone. Kelnick back home with a solo shot to the opposite field. And his family and friends are going nuts.
You know, that ball had a different sound off it. Then you see some of those fly balls to left field, but he got this good wood. That ball just kept going, and man, I'm telling you, after, you know, for 4 last night, some miscues, 0 for 1 to start tonight. Now a double and a big home run.
Matt Olson gets a hold of this out to left center field. At the wall, it's gone. Atlanta's on the board, courtesy of an Olson solo shot.
Tell you what gets me excited about that too is look at this pitch. It's a fastball at 95. We've talked about the 2 home runs in New York were both off speed pitches. If he can start getting on time on that pitch right there, that when the guy that hit 54 last year, how many times did you see that right there going the other way? Hopefully a good sign to come with him getting on that fastball.
And the Braves make it 2-1 and hold that thought. It's going to be 2-2 back to back. d'Arnaud ties us up in Milwaukee. This ball game just changed in a hurry.
Yeah. With an off-speed pitch here and hung it. That thing started right at his front hip and came right back over the middle, and Travis knew it. You can see Peralta, he knew it.
9th time this year the Braves have gone back-to-back, and we are all level at 2 apiece. Facing Matt Olson. Olson out to right center field. That ball's hit deep, and that ball is out of here into Toyota territory. 2 home run game for Matt Olson, and Atlanta adds on in the 8th.
Remember what I talked about? You got to hit the fastball. Got 95 away earlier. This one 97. And now not only does he not go the other way, when's the last time you've seen him do that with a fastball? It's been a while. Welcome back, Matt.
First multi-homer game, Frenchie, since September 11th of last year for Matt Olson. Travis d'Arnaud, are they going to do it again? Deep left center, yes! Twice today, back to back for Matt Olson and Travis d'Arnaud.
Well, you don't see that every day, I will tell you that. That is impressive. And same thing, almost the same pitch. Matt fastball, d'Arnaud hanging breaking pitch.
That is a rarity. The same guys in the same game going back to back.
Both always second half of the year he was going to be here and they were going to let him go and see what he can do, and he's got good stuff.
Austin Riley lifts this in the air out towards right field. That baby is gone. Solo blast to right for Austin Riley. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
Well, we talked about it coming into tonight with the offense, the turn in the offense, 18 home runs in their last 6 games. Which, when you put that in perspective, is a third of their home runs on the season, and it just seems so much in this game offensively is contagious. The home run ball has started to come, and now here we go. I don't think Austin will tell you he got all of that one, but nice warm temperature here tonight and got enough of it to get it out of right field.
And Riley continues,
but kind of off of their average normal year, and I think that's what you're seeing is guys are kind of getting back to doing that.
Is that another one for Matt Olson? You bet it is. Reservation for 2 at the Chop House, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, to my point, not necessarily doing historic things, but just doing the things that you're accustomed to doing, and I think everybody's kind of starting to do that, and that's Matt Olson of last year. He's not going to miss too many of those breaking balls. That ball did not finish down out of the strike zone, right in the happy zone for a lefty, down and in for a strike, and he didn't miss it.
So 4 batters in. It's 3-0 Atlanta, and Max Meyer, who for Orlando ties his career long. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. Does it have enough? Yes, sir! Orlando, ours, see you later.
Yeah, Orlando, nice job at bat. Laid off a really good 2-strike slider, extended the at bat, then got a fastball just above the belt.
How about that catch?
Yeah, a real nice catch. Yeah, see the 350 average during that streak, 3 homers, 6 RBI. And
out to right center field. Is it about to be a 13-game hit streak? It is a solo homer. Braves' first hit of the night, and it gets him on the board. It's 3-1.
It was a good call by Gretchen. She said Orlando was going to get us going.
Boy, he is in a zone right now, Glenn.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, ball up a little bit, and you love seeing guys do that. You see so many guys do that when they're going well. Just take that pitch up and away and drive it the other.
From AAA and gave him an opportunity. Marcell Ozuna, deep to left field. That is a big fly for the Big Bear, and it's 2-1 Atlanta. He got all of that thing.
Yeah, that ball was hammered.
Be able to correct that. But a strike one call, Is this my inning? It should be my inning because that ball is gone. I was waiting. Gone. Well, you had to. I was in the middle of something beautiful, and then something beautiful happened. We had to bring back the analytics of sitting here with that's the 7th home run while we've been here in the booth.
See, Snit got him fired up.
Snit got him fired up, boys, and you know what? We need to get him a cranberry vodka and bring him up in the booth with us.
You know what they say on the playground? Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
Well, that's right where Austin likes it too. He was able to drop that head, change up, and I mean that ball was smoked to left center and caught Smoltz off guard.
It did catch me off guard.
They kill you, you know. You take home a 0 for 2 with a couple of walks, you're good. Uh-oh.
There's a drive. I get a chance to redeem myself. That ball is gone. Frenchie, take notice.
I hope you get to do 3 more.
9th inning magic. I said 9th inning.
Well, fellas, there's something to be said for a well-timed snap every once in a while.
Yep.
You saw JK snap a bat over his leg after his 2nd strikeout of the night, but was not going to wait around for Mr. Williams.
24th when he was in a Reds uniform, his final start in a Reds uniform. Austin Riley hammers this to left field. See you later.
There we go.
3-run shot. The Braves are on the board.
Well, with the 2 walks, all the disruptions with the pitch calm kind of took away any momentum he had going on. And Austin Riley got a hanging breaking ball and made him pay.
That was loud off the bat. So Austin hit number 150 last night, now 151 in his career. And a visit to the mound in
Smith Schauber showing signs. Big Bear showing signs.
Marcell Ozuna. It is a big fly for the Big Bears. Second deck style. 33rd of the season for Marcell. Well, he's still doing his thing.
Hanging breaking ball. Big Bear don't miss too many of those, and that one went a long way. Like you said, up there in the second deck in the Hank Aaron Terrace. That ball was scorched.
Lead. This ball is hit well out to center field. There's number 34. He ties Shohei at the top of the NL list. A big fly for the Big Bear, making it 1-0 Atlanta.
Exactly what you want to see here in Colorado. We talked about it in the open. There have been some struggles with the long ball for Gordon, and there goes Marcell Ozuna once again. 115 miles an hour off the bat. He absolutely smoked this thing.
And look out in center field. That thing was coming in on a line. Road trip. 3 here against the Rockies, 4 against the Giants in San Francisco. This one is lifted deep to right field. And it is gone. Ramon Laureano with an opposite field solo homer. And it's 5-3.
Impressive, even though, again, this is Colorado. Opposite field power for Ramon Laureano. Mentioned some of the struggles for Lawrence on his fastball. Make it now 5 home runs against that pitch for him this year, and that one didn't sink very much at all. He only throws the two-seamer, but not much movement on this one, and a good approach there from Ramon Laureano. I think what's important right now for the Braves, that one guy is not trying to do too much, right? That was a nice, short, quick swing.
This ball is hit well. Out to left center field. Get out of here. We are tied. Soler powering the Braves even with the Rockies.
Now, why did the Braves bring back Jorge Soler for moments like these? We've seen it before in this uniform, and he comes through once again against the guy who has struggled with the long ball, making now 4 home runs allowed in 9 1/3. You wondered, maybe was it too high? Not here in Colorado. And Captain America could not make the play out there in left field.
Payoff pitch. Matt Olson hits it high. Matt Olson hits it deep. It's a grand slam.
Are we in Braves country right now? There are a lot of fans cheering here in Colorado, and good for Matt Olson. It actually was a slider instead of the curveball, and he punished this baseball. That is a lot of built-up frustration that Matt Olson just took out against Dakota Hudson.
And that will be the last pitch that Dakota Hudson throws here tonight. A towering grand slam 8th of the career for Matt Olson, and it completely changes the complexion of this ball game.
Out there and relax and clear your mind a little bit. Take in the game.
Marcell Ozuna lifts this in the air to deep left field, and you can kiss that baby goodbye. Another big fly for the Big Bear. 35th of the season, and Atlanta takes the lead.
And you know he wanted that in the worst way after that last at-bat when he had an opportunity with the bases loaded, just missed the grand slam. Ultimately, he ended up striking out on a fastball that we don't see him miss very often. He did not miss here on that breaking ball from Davis, and it wasn't a good one. It's pretty impressive, actually, that he's able to hit that ball 401 feet. I believe now he's once again tied with Shohei Ohtani at 35 homers.
Yep, Ohtani hit one last night. Ozuna hit one last night, and now they're even again. 8-5, and then the Rockies tied it again with 3 in the bottom of the 6th. This ball game is about to be untied. Matt Olson has done it again, and it's 10-8 Atlanta. A grand slam in the 3rd, and now a 2-run shot in the 7th.
How about Matt Olson doing it against off-speed pitches? It was a slider for the grand slam, a changeup here. They're trying to go away. You can see Diaz reaching back over the plate, and not nearly as far, but certainly felt equally as good there for Matt Olson, who's having himself a night.
2023 Matt Olson has been activated. Lineup card flipping over. Jorge Soler had a big hit in the 6th inning. He lifts this in the air to right field. And it just gets out of here. Bouncing into the seats. Homers in back-to-back games for Soler. It's 11-8.
What a night here for Jorge Soler. Outside of the bad decision in trying to catch that pop-up that turned into a double and scored 2 runs and tied the game. He's now been on base 4 times, 3 hits and a walk, and a pretty impressive opposite field home run here at Coors Field. 3 RBIs on the night as well for Jorge Soler.
Phil native, so to speak. So yeah, accepting Kyle Freeland as well. Oh boy. That is loud. That is deep. That is gone. Into the Christmas tree. 1-0 Atlanta. 2 batters in.
Well, who doesn't love a little Christmas in August in Colorado? And for Austin Riley, as we talked about in our open, he has been swinging a really good bat. He is now 4 for 10 against Kyle Freeland with 2 home runs. The last home run he hit was all the way back in 2022, but a no-doubter there, and right in the middle of the tree. So now it's up to one of those relievers to get into the forest here at Coors Field and go get that baseball.
Yeah, I think it's stuck right in there.
Using his pitches here, perhaps he can't do it the same way on the road. That may have been part of the problem.
Travis d'Arnaud. Deep to left center. Watch it go, folks. 3-0 Atlanta.
We do love when you bring out the reverse jinx in a big spot. Boy, this guy pitches great here in this ballpark. And here comes Travis d'Arnaud on what looked like a changeup. A little cut to it coming kind of back into his bat. But he hits out to left field 436 feet.
Yeah, Travis d'Arnaud heard us talking about Freeland and the success here at Coors Field and became a professional pitcher, and here he is today in his 4th big league season. Soler crushes it. So long. A big 3-run shot. Homers in 3 straight games for Soler, and it's 6-2 Atlanta.
Well, there's your better than 105 exit velocity that we've been waiting on, that we have seen with consistency in this series. You get a full count, two-seam fastball right down the middle. It did not sink. If anything, it was a little elevated. And Soler hammers it 444 feet away from home plate.
Soler to center field. Does this one have enough juice? He's got another one. 4 homers on the series for Jorge Soler.
I'd really like to know how far, not how far it landed, how far this ball really went. Because first of all, he smokes it. It's going to show up at 449 feet, but right into the vomitorium, and it just kept going. I mean, that's great aim. See you later. The chase is on.
I did. Laureano hits that pretty well out to right field. That thing may go. Yes, it does. Ramon Laureano, an opposite field solo homer. 1-0 Atlanta.
Right on time, as we were saying, the ball just flies out of this ballpark. Can't hold Ramon Laureano. This is impressive going the other way. You got to get up over that big wall. We'll take a look at the pitcher. They're trying to go inside, and you can see the miss at 93 miles an hour. Significant on the outside corner. It's a really nice piece of hitting for Ramon to keep his head down and drive that ball the other way.
Travis d'Arnaud hits this high and deep down the left field line, and it is gone. Solo homer for the Braves catcher. 3-1 Atlanta.
Well, streaky indeed, and we love when he is on one of these streaks right now for Travis d'Arnaud, who does a really nice job turning around this fastball. As much as, again, we talked about guys kind of looking out over the plate and going the other way. If the ball is in, you're going to want to try to pull it, and he does, and he gets the head out. And even Patrick Bailey behind home plate kind of flinched a little bit when he heard that off the bat.
This ball is hit deep to right. Are you kidding me? Welcome back, Michael Harris. A grand slam into McCovey Cove.
It's confirmed we missed Michael Harris, and what a way to come back, and what an opportunity with the bases loaded, left on left, non-issue splashdown for Michael Harris. Smiles all the way around in that Braves dugout. Everybody happy to see him back and contributing.
His first big league at bat since June 14th. Quite the sight.
So where is that?
It's only about a 7-minute walk from our hotel. Matt Olson out to left field. Well struck. Is this one going to go? Yes, it is. Solo shot the opposite way for Matt Olson. 6-1 Braves.
We saw the huge grand slam that Matt Olson hit in Colorado, and swing looks like it's been in a pretty good place here. But when you see these kinds of home runs to the opposite field, look at that pitch. It's 94 miles an hour. It is on the corner, and he drives it out to left. Very impressive from Matt Olson, who's having, I don't want to say the inning of his life, but it's been a fun one.
Takes all 3 grounders unassisted. Austin Riley high in the air, deep to left field. Ramos at the wall. He will watch it go. Solo shot for Riley. Make it 7-1.
Come on, kid. Let's go, Austin.
We were just telling you about how Austin Riley hits fastballs really well. He got a changeup this time and absolutely smashed it. 5th home run against a left-hander this year, sitting right in the middle of the plate.
So the Harris grand slam in the first. Olson a solo homer.
Good about numero uno here for fancy grand.
Deep to left. See you later. Sean Murphy 2-run homer. And Atlanta is into double digits. It's 11-2. He used to do that across the bay for the Oakland A's, and now doing it with the Braves. Here in the Bay, it's San Francisco.
It's a big one here. 0-2 count. Look where that pitch is at 92 miles an hour, and Rogers knew it, just like Sean Murphy did as soon as he hit it. Last year was one of those.
Marcell Ozuna hits this ball deep to center field, and it is gone, and it is long gone. A big, big fly from the Big Bear. It is 3-0, 3 batters in.
Well, Braves country well represented here in Anaheim as they are on their feet after this bomb to straightaway center field for Marcell Ozuna. We've talked about the slider. This is that slider. It is up in the zone. Marcell knew that he got it. He cleared those trees out there. He made it all the way to the fairway.
You do not see that very often here at Angel Stadium. That was. We've seen Canning at times be a little erratic inside. Merrifield punishes that baseball. Revenge off the wall for Whit Merrifield. He thought he got it, so he's going to have to hustle. Oh, they're going to say it's a homer. Solo homer, Whit Merrifield. Let's see if Ron Washington wants to take a look at it. But for the moment, it's 5-0 Atlanta.
Yeah, trying to figure out where that would have hit, that it would have bounced back like that. It's hard to tell from where we are, but it did look like it hit that, whatever that yellow mark is over on the wall. And it looked like a pretty clean bounce back. It's not like one of those situations where you have a wall behind the wall, I don't think, out there in left field. They're going to do a crew chief review probably on this.
Well, there's a support beam, and the reason that,
This is a crew chief review on the home run.
There's a support beam that goes up. That little yellow line there, very small, is because if it hits that support beam above that yellow line, it's a homer, and maybe that's where that ball hit.
Oh, that would be pretty amazing. What's that thing, 6 inches wide?
Maybe.
Let's see, that's why the yellow is there. That starts to make more sense.
That's where it hit. Unbelievable. Wow. That's a home run.
That is amazing. You think of all the days of batting practice.
After review, the call in the field's confirmed. It's a home run.
Wow. I mean, how many times do you think that's been hit? I mean, even in BP.
I say max. Well, in a real game, I got to say max 5.
If that. In a real game, I'd be comfortable at 0.5 and taking the under. But we'll take it.
Yeah, he's had a few of those, not only in his career, but this year. That one is going to go over his head and over the wall. 2-run shot for Ramon Laureano. 9-0.
Now jumping on the first pitch and looking for something that he could drive, and my goodness, did Ramon Laureano drive this ball out to right center field. Like I was telling Kelly Johnson, the ball just flies out of here. 426 feet for Ramon Laureano.
Back out in right field today. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. Look out, truck. Well, it came close. Another homer for Laureano. It's 2-0 Atlanta.
Oh, 442, CJ.
And 111 off the bat. An absolute bomb here. Pretty fascinating at bat. He goes curveball, a sinker for show. He throws it outside the strike zone and then comes back to the curveball. And I got to believe that Ramon Laureano was thinking about it because this guy has so many two-seam fastballs. Why would he start him with 2 breaking balls as if he was trying to pitch him backwards? And this one just kind of spun a little bit of break and absolutely hammered, and the truck survived barely. Bit about Chase here against Marcell. Same thing with that split there in a 1-0 count.
Ozuna to deep center field. A big fly for the Big Bear. 2-1 Atlanta.
We talked about the chase and going outside of the strike zone. That's the play because you go inside the zone, and that is what Marcell Ozuna will do to you. Incredible. 6 seasons on that contract. There's no doubt there's going to be some pause in there.
Orlando Arcia hits this deep to left field. At the wall. It is gone. Orlando Arcia. See you later. 2-0 Bravos.
What that could have meant to them. The Phillies aren't going to be swayed by a win or a loss.
That ball's cracked into left center field, way back there to the wall. It goes and clears the fence. Sparse playing time, but Duvall hits a rocket out of here.
Well, Duvall has that streakiness in him as well. This is kind of a rerun and getting back in the fray. Been here a couple times, and I believe he sat on a sinker or got a sinker, and you see the numbers there. That tells you the story, 421 feet, but he got the pitch and didn't miss it. The Braves have just got done talking about how 2-1 does.
Gore, the last 8 starts, to continue what you were saying, CJ, a 7.71 ERA. Harris gets a hold of this. Right center. Nobody's going to get to it. And that's because it's over the wall and gone. 1-0 Atlanta.
Yeah, that's one way to get Chris Sale 1 run quick right there. I think Smith's trying so many different ways to see where that lineup can shuffle and can really gel. And you talk about speed, power all at the front, and I think that's what you're looking at with Michael Harrison. Lefty on lefty, that ball was lined out of here.
Derby before the game with those guys, the alumni. That was a lot of fun. Is that one going to stay fair? Down the left field line. Yes! Solo shot. Orlando Arcia. See you later. The Braves are on the board.
Well, he was just a little bit early on the other one, and this one stayed back just enough. Still out in front of this ball, but Orlando so strong. Pulled it right down the line to get on the board. And
throw him a 3-2, get me over curveball.
Yeah,
you deserve to give that home.
Yeah, right.
And the
89.
on that fastball.
Yeah, you go from 100 to right around 90.
Laureano gives it a ride out to left center field. It's high. It's deep. It's gone. 4-2 Atlanta thanks to Ramon Laureano.
There's that insurance run. We talked about Laureano, his ability to hit some long home runs, man, since he's been a Brave right here. And this was a perfect time when your closer's down for tonight just to get that little extra run. Did not miss that pitch. And the record will have to wait another time.
He's right there. Or barrel list, I should say.
Yeah.
Speaking of hitting the barrel, Matt Olson, deep center field. This ball game is tied. It splashes into Chattahoochee Falls, and it's 1-1.
On a tee right there for Matt Olson, 95 middle. And that is very reminiscent of the 2023 year for Matt Olson. You make a mistake there, he is going to destroy it. My goodness. .109 off the bat. I round up 108.5. It's 109. Sounds better.
So DJ Hurst goes 5 scoreless, leaves with a 1-0 lead, and boom, 2 batters later, the narrative changes. Another 0-2 to Olson. Oh. That ball is hit high and deep to right field, and it is long gone. A 3-run bomb for Matt Olson. 4 batters in. It's 4-0 Atlanta.
An absolute thing of beauty here to see in the first inning for the Braves and for Matt Olson, who's been swinging a pretty good bat here lately. You can see that swing has been starting to come around. He's going to get a cutter that is just not going to do very much. It's elevated, but we have seen Matt Olson get to some pitches up and in, even the hard heat here recently. So you're going to throw a cutter in there at lower velocity, and he's going to tattoo it. In hitters' counts, almost anticipating that changeup.
Deep to left, stay fair ball. Yes, it will. A 2-run blast off the bat of Travis d'Arnaud. It's batting practice right now for the Atlanta Braves in the Twin Cities. 439 feet.
Remember this offense, and this is fun to watch here. First pitch, and there's the changeup, and look at the location. He wanted that certainly down a little bit further, some run inside, but not enough at all, as Travis looked like he might have been even sitting on that pitch. The chains get thicker with it, so I am with you as far as those looking a little bit more distracting.
Michael Harris down the right field line, and that ball is fair. I think the wrist is feeling pretty good for Michael Harris. 2-0 Braves in the second. My 424 feet.
And he does it against the slider. Both Matt Olson and Michael Harris getting big hits here, extra base hits against the slider, which has been such a good pitch. You could see Michael wanting to make sure that ball was going to stay fair. Plenty of distance, and it did stay fair by quite a bit.
Games before going to Philly.
They almost got no hit today. Spencer Arrighetti took a no-hitter into the eighth.
That is deep out to left center field. It keeps going, and it is gone. Into the bullpen. Off the bat of Jorge Soler. Atlanta with the early lead.
Jorge Soler not waiting around at all as he gets a first pitch fastball here from Festa. He threw it where he wanted it, and that was okay with Jorge Soler as he hammers this baseball out to left center. home runs had been a problem for Festa, but he looked like he actually had kind of corrected his ways. He let up a bunch of home runs early this season. 6 home.
Olsen out to right center field. Don't bother chasing that thing. That is gone. Whoa. It is long gone. Over the batter's eye. 2-run shot, 24th of the season. It's 3-0.
Holy cow. 450 feet, they're telling us. Liars, that went farther. That was incredible. And how about this? The first home run that Sanchez has allowed to a left-handed hitter all year long. He's only given up 6 this season, but lefties really haven't touched him. And my goodness, did Matt Olson touch this one. Where did this land? Did that make it over?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I've never seen a ball go there here at Citizens Bank Park. That's unbelievable.
You ever play that backyard baseball?
I've played backyard baseball, but I don't remember it well.
That was his name.
Matt Olson, right center field. Is that going to go? You bet it is. Another one for the Braves first baseman. 4-0. That one 427 after the one earlier at 450.
Just amazing to see. This is that left-on-left changeup that I talked about. You don't see it too often. Matt Olson turned around a 95-mile-an-hour fastball last time, and here he goes on the changeup, and another no-doubter. And again, what makes it all incredible is that Sanchez does not allow home runs. None to lefties that should play for us. Yeah, but he didn't really play. He didn't get an opportunity, and they let him go.
Orlando out to left center field. This thing is well struck. It is gone. Orlando ours. See you later. And it's 1-0 as the boos rain down here in Philly.
Now getting it done again for Orlando here against the Philadelphia Phillies. Little cutter there, but it did not do much. It stayed down, very little movement, and there is Orlando all over it, 408 feet. He is side to side, working both sides of the plate and off on both sides.
Sean Murphy, high and deep and goodbye. Back-to-back solo shots. That was a mammoth, majestic, towering drive off the bat of Murphy. And they just threw it back on the field. Pretty impressive arm. It got all the way back to the pitcher's mound.
We showed you the replay of the kid who caught Orlando's homer. He was smart to keep it. And I would have kept this one, too, because it's pretty fun to watch here. Sean Murphy as he takes this 93-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball that was right down the middle and just turns on it, and even 400 feet. Now, don't you feel like his went further than Orlando's?
Yes.
Orlando showed up.
Two-1 is lifted high and deep out to left center. And Orlando has another one. 2 tonight for Orlando Arcia. They throw it back, but it's still 5-1 Atlanta.
Well, it's been 5 years since Orlando has hit 2 home runs in a game. He's only done it once. You got to go all the way back to 2019 when he hit 2 long balls. And impressive here as he turns around this 94-mile-an-hour fastball and goes to the big part of the park. 421 there for Orlando. That guy go out to the aisle too. That's like a thing.
Yeah, I guess you got to go to the.
2-2, and that ball driven to right center field. Castellanos is looking at it. This one's high enough, and it is gone. Michael Harris took a home run away last night, and he hits one tonight. Atlanta leads it 1-0.
let's take a look at the last two pitches right here to Michael Harris. Now, this one was a really good curveball, right? You see it? In and out of the zone, down and in, 80 miles per hour. He chases. The next one stays in the zone at 79 miles per hour, hitting the bottom of it. Michael Harris does not miss it.
For cornhole, and how far they're willing to throw the ball underhand.
Jared Kelnick turns on this, and that is headed for the chop house. A reservation for 3 for Mr. Kelnick. 4-0.
That is really, really nice to see for Jared Kelnick. Just one start in his last 8 days, and so he gets one here and takes full advantage of what looked like a hanging split here in the first. That had to feel good for him. We know that it's been tough not playing, not being out there as much as he would like to be. Been in a little bit of a funk, and what a great way to start this start here for Jared Kelnick.
More, but he still has done a great job with this staff. Both guys, as you said.
Jared Kelnick, deep right center field. Goodbye. Solo jack for Jared Kelnick. 1-0 Atlanta. I hope that guy's okay out there that went diving over the railing for that. Yeah, he's okay, and then some.
Get us going. When you got Chris Sale on the mound, it's like, hey boys, you just gave me one. As you can see, that was a hanging splitter that just stayed up in the zone again.
Watch your guy here, Frenchie.
Oh God.
Harris deep to right field. Cruz is back. He won't get it. It's in the bullpen. Solo shot, Michael Harris. 5-0.
We told you that Mackenzie Gore was having some issues with lefties, and this is a little slider that he did not get down and away, and Michael took full advantage of it as it sat right in the middle of the plate. And he hits it 377 feet into that Nats bullpen. Fender, according to Statcast, and also the worst up the middle right now. But I think that'll change for C.J. Abrams.
Arcia gets into this to right center field.
Go.
That ball is still going. And it's gone into the front row. Orlando Ars, see you later. Solo jack, it's 8-0. .393 feet. He needed all of them, but it works all the same.
We don't see it too often from Orlando, but he does have this kind of power, the ability to go out the other way, opposite field. 4th time he has done that to the opposite field for a long ball this season. This one's particularly impressive.
One lady just got out of the way, and then her first Orsa. He's from New Rochelle, New York, so he stayed close to home. Sean Murphy out to left field. Wood back, and that is gone. 2-run homer, Sean Murphy. Atlanta is in double digits. That makes it 10-0. And partner, coming into tonight, Atlanta had 3 homers in the entire month. And now they have 3 homers here in the last few innings.
We saw Sean Murphy check swing at a first pitch changeup that was off the plate. He got another one here. It's outer third, but that was one that he could get to. We know Sean Murphy is always going to take those big swings too, right? He's not a guy that shortens up his swing. And
correctly identify that as a ball. 2-1 here to Harris. Oh my. Michael hits this into outer space. That thing is gone. That was a high towering solo shot. 2 tonight for Harris. And it's 12-0.
It's not as easy as you may think. Comes in at 38. Goes out at 104. So you are generating all the power in 414 feet for Michael Harris. This is like a push pitch, the way that he throws it. And Money Mike is definitely going to be talking to you in Canada.
He started his swing, stopped, and still
be in playoff every year.
It's 2 balls, no strikes on Gio Urshela. That one out of Teoscar's reach and gone as Urshela has hit a 2-run homer, and the Braves are off to a hot start here tonight. They lead it 3-0.
Got himself in a hitter-friendly count. I've been saying it all game long. The young man has to stay out of that count. 2-0 count. Challenges Urshela with a straight fastball center cut. He gets his foot down early, elevates and celebrates.
First communication is one of the greatest things that he has with the players.
There's a rocket from Soler. That ball is long gone. And the Braves have homered twice in the inning to go up 5-0 on the Dodgers.
Another poorly thrown slider. Landon Knack is going to look at this tape and say, I cannot continue to miss with that pitch in the middle of the strike zone. Those are 2 belt-high sliders. You have to be able to show the ability to get the ball down.
He's up and in, top of the zone. He gets a little bit wide. Outside of that, pretty fair zone, maybe a little bit tight, away to lefties and to righties.
Michael Harris cranks this to right center field. 2 pitches in, 1-0 Atlanta. .423 off the bat of Harris. What a start to this road trip.
Instant offense that you get here from Michael Harris in the first cutter of the evening. Again, the pitch that you are going to see the most. And remember, we said there have been some struggles here for Williamson against lefties, and a cutter right down the middle is not going to fool Michael Harris. He pounded that baseball.
Matt Olson high, deep, and gone. Oh my, what a start for the Braves here in Cincinnati. Harris with a solo shot and a 2-run bomb from Olson there, 3-0.
We're going to need the apex on that one because it got way up there for Matt Olson. This is a 4-seam fastball. They want it away, and they miss up and in. And it's just 93 miles an hour. You're not going to get that one past Matt Olson. And the struggle for Williamson against lefties continues.
When he hits homers like that high, they are so fun to watch soar through the sky. So the Braves did not.
9 games as a starter.
Some of that due to necessity with the issues they've had in their rotation. This ball is hit high and deep to center field, and it is gone. Jorge Soler remains hot. Solo blast, 19th of the season, and it's 5-1 Braves. What did you say about Spires and the home run ball, CJ?
Yeah, it's been a problem, and Wiley was just talking about Soler's ability to get the pitches away. Now, this one was up, but absolutely hammered. And when you start to get locked in on pitches away, you pretty much are staying on everything at that point, and that is what we were seeing here with Jorge Soler.
Tremendous rookie year for Schwellenbach, who, for most people, came out of nowhere. Marcell Ozuna high, deep, left center field, at the wall. He had not hit one in 26 games, and boy, did the Braves need that one. The big fly from the Big Bear to put Atlanta back in front 2-1.
Right on time here for Marcell Ozuna. He's going to get a pitch right in the middle of the plate, 97 miles an hour. And he knew it, too. This was a little bit closer than I thought, but his reaction out of the batter's box was, yeah, I got that one.
And he did indeed. Michael Harris. Wave goodbye to that thing. Dear goodness, that was crushed. And Atlanta with a 4-run cushion.
When you know you're going to get strikes from a left-handed pitcher and he falls behind 2-0, you can get it started early and you can let it fly. And that is what Michael did right here. Is that one is pretty much right down the middle, slightly elevated, and he was all over it for 405 feet.
He had a solo shot, a leadoff homer yesterday. Now one here in the 8th.
Again, and multiple times that we have seen this, very interesting, and probably part of the reason why there's not a high ground ball rate against that two-seam fastball.
Matt Olson turns on it to right field. It's gone. A laser shot into the seats to put Atlanta in front of the top of the second.
Well, let's be grateful that Matt Olson is locked up to a long-term contract, because I think he very much would like to play more games here in Cincinnati. This is his 9th game in his career and his 6th home run in this ballpark. He came in hitting better than 300, OPS over 1,100. He very much likes Cincinnati. With a runner at first base.
Laureano deep to right field. Rosario at the wall, and it's a 3-run blast for Ramon Laureano. 4-0 Atlanta.
You don't think Ramon Laureano wasn't following along right there and watching them pitch around Matt Olson and saying, okay, they're going to come after me? And he is ready with his first pitch, two-seam fastball that splits the plate. And he crushes it to right field. Impressive opposite field home run here for Ramon Laureano.
He just missed a 3-run homer yesterday to hit off the top of the left center field wall.
Oh, we got an automatic ball.
Yes.
Ah.
So, depending, it's semantics. Tomato, tomato. Matt Olson, right center field. Get out of here. Yes, it will. Another 3-run homer for the Braves, and they have opened it up here in the 5th inning. 2 today for Olson, 3 on the series for the first baseman.
Cincinnati Matt strikes again. Unbelievable what he has done in this ballpark. That is a front door two-seam fastball at 94 miles an hour. Make it 7 home runs in 9 career games here for the Braves first baseman.
And a big smile as he rounds first base, and now all high fives in that Braves dugout. And here's the other guy. His 1-0 pitch to Soler. Soler out into left center field. Does this have enough juice? It is gone into the bullpen. 3-run homers for the Braves. Soler didn't know where it went. Keep running, Jorge. It's out of here. The long ball has come to life in Cincinnati, and Atlanta leads it 11-2.
What's it like to have that kind of power, to not even realize that you hit a home run? This is a slider that did not do very much here to Jorge Soler, and it just clears that bullpen door there in left center field.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's gone? Okay.
Sometimes they hit home runs.
Scoring game, that was against Philly, second day of the season, but last 38, it's now 6 games where the Braves have scored at least 10. And on cue, Michael Harris is going to add on. 3rd homer of the series for Harris. It's 12-3.
This offense has absolutely come alive. And again, at the top of the order, Michael Harris, how about a fastball here at just 89 miles an hour? And in a count in which Liebrandt was ahead. And he gave Michael something to hit there, and did he ever?
And Austin Riley got the
through 86 pitches, so part of the reason why they're comfortable letting him go this long.
Michael Harris, deep right. There's another one. 4 homers in the series for Harris. And he's got a couple in back-to-back innings here. And it's also history for the Atlanta Braves, the first time that they have hit 4 3-run homers in a single game.
Michael Harris stays in on his fastball. You see 88 miles an hour. They're trying to go away, but they miss it up and in. A line shot here, and my goodness, what an afternoon it has been, and really a series for this offense.
15-3.
That was a big one too, because very likely a double if that gets past him.
Orlando Arcia, deep left field. Sanchez back. See you later. And the Braves are within 1 as Orlando Arcia has left the building.
Remember how upset he was in his last at-bat after he struck out. It was against the sweeper in a full count. And he was really frustrated with himself. And much like we talked about with Laureano, you wonder, would he get another one? He did. That was a sweeper, not a good one that sat in the middle. And as soon as Orlando hit this, he knew it, and he enjoyed it.
17th of the season, tying his
100 four-seam fastballs this year.
Out to right center off the bat of Laureano, and it is gone. Solo shot for Ramon, who continues to excel in that Braves uniform. And Atlanta's back within a penny at 4-3.
Remember his previous at-bat and the sweeper that he flew out on, and wondering what things were going to look like here the rest of the way. Well, that approach of thinking opposite field, again, not necessarily that you're going to do it, but you just don't want to pull off the fastball. And Bioso's trying to elevate this. He didn't get it there. And that is just a beautiful piece of hitting from Ramon Laureano, and a nice play in the outfield there by that fan.
And it leads to a pitching change. Skip Schumacher they win over the New York Mets. Jorge Soler, high and deep down the left field line, and he has just tied this game at 1 apiece with a moonshot at Lone Depot Park.
This thing is absolutely hammered. Maybe just a little bit of extra anger in that swing from Jorge Soler after he had some trouble with that ball that was hit down the line. He gave it a peek just to make sure that it was going to stay fair. Plenty of distance, 383 feet there for the Braves right fielder.
Of course, he is. Matt Olson, deep right center, and gone. 2-run homer for the Braves first baseman. Atlanta back in the driver's seat.
Well, that counts as some on-base percentage for Matt Olson, and in this monster spot here for the Braves. He gets an elevated fastball after laying off a pitch that was below the zone. Wasn't quite sure if he had gotten enough of it, but he got plenty. 403 feet here for Matt Olson. Long career for Bob Wickman.
Urshela turns on it, hits it high and deep to left. A pair of two-run homers in the seventh for Atlanta. First it was Matt Olson, now it's Gio Urshela.
That's been a good day for Gio. He had a base hit in his last at-bat, and now this huge one here where he drives this ball out to left field. It's a fastball at 94 that he turns around, and you can see it in on the black. That's just a really nice piece of hitting. Open up that front hip and get the barrel to it and let it ride. It looked like a pretty nice play out there by a fan.
Ozzie Albies deep to left field. Forget about that one. 1-0 Atlanta. And Ozzie's first homer since back in July before the fractured wrist.
Well, there's one. Make it 17 on the road trip. A little sweeper here that backed up and finished inner third. They were trying to get that ball away from Ozzie. Obviously, he did not get there. And good to see him hitting some spin right on right. As we know, he's only hitting right-handed right now because of the wrist. And he's showing us, yeah, he can drive the ball right on right.
Single and a double. Urshela out to left center and pretty well struck. And it's gone. A single, a double, and now a homer today for Gio Urshela.
I feel like Giovanni Urshela wants us to stop talking about him being a glove guy first, and I'm going to do it. I will not say that anymore. This is amazing to see what he has done. Another guy having a strong road trip, but this is big. Right after Dylan Lee gets out of that second, third, nobody out, you keep the one-run lead and you add on immediately and keep that momentum going in your favor as he turns around that 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
He hit his second homer in a Brave. Out to left field, pretty deep. That's going to keep going, and it's going to get out of here. Michael Harris, a single, a double, and now a homer, and it's only the fourth inning. CJ, he is in an absolute zone right now.
Not just to the opposite field, but 422 feet to the opposite field. This is impressive from Michael. We missed him at times this year. I don't think we realized how badly we're not great, but decent. But that is still his #1 off-speed pitch.
Marcell Ozuna hits it high and deep to right, and it's into the chop house for a big fly from the Big Bear, and it's 5-0. Of the season for Ozuna.
Look at the location of this 97-mile-an-hour fastball. That is at or maybe even above the strike zone. And Marcell gets his hands above the baseball, squares it up, and again for a Brave hitter to the opposite field with some authority.
First and a former Oakland A at the plate here in Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy gets a hold of this out to left. It's gone! And Atlanta grabs the lead in the
pitch. Murphy makes it 2-0.
Now check out the location of this sweeper. It did not do very much at all, and it sat right in the middle of the plate. The balls that we have seen hit the left field so far tonight feel like they've gotten knocked down a little bit. Gives you an idea of how hard Sean Murphy hit that baseball, and his success against Brady Singer continues.
Darno hits it out to center field. It's deep, and it's gone! Travis d'Arnaud with the biggest home run of the Braves season, and they walk it off 2-1.
Well, it was a foul ball, yes. So still 2-2.
Urshela down the left field line. It's out of here. The Braves are on the board. Just enough off the bat of Gio Urshela.
You heard Hannah talking about it yesterday and the changes that he has made with the swing and his ability to start getting the baseball in the air more. He had hit a ton of ground balls this year with the Tigers. He was having a hard time doing this. Line shot into that Kansas City Royals bullpen.
For the division, and then the Mets would lose in the first round of the playoffs. Go.
Ozzie deep to left. Nimmo back. And it's gone. 2-0 Atlanta. Strike first, and look at the love in the dugout. Everybody.
Well, Laureano hits this pretty well out to center field. It's still going.
And it's gone. Laureano, a solo jack. 3-0 Atlanta.
Day, Ramon Laureano, we saw the infield hit, then a really good base hit to right field, and now he stings one here. A big home run to expand the lead here for the Braves and make it 11 Braves this season. With 10 or more home runs, that is a new franchise record.
And Laureano is 3 for
4 with the Mets and Brewers. Joe Musgrove started. He left last inning dealing with some elbow discomfort. Soler, center field, Merrill back, wall, gone. Jorge Soler, straightaway center field, smash. And the Braves now trail 5-2.
That's a big man right there. That ball got out of here in a hurry. Talk about Jorge Soler and his heroics in the World Series, and right now they needed to answer back, peck away, and he does that with one swing.
That was a loud noise, and it traveled a long way very quickly for Jorge Soler. And now Atlanta Braves, given who they got coming up. Here is Harris. And he puts one in the air, right center field. Merrill going back, and it's gone! Oh, what a big home run for Michael Harris, and it's a one-run his third hit of the night to go with a double and a single.
He did not miss it. You see the distance, 414 feet. The sound was loud, deafening, and it's definitely quieted this crowd. Pitch up in the zone. Barrels it.
First pitch fastball. Crushed.
Michael Harris grew up a Braves fan. The biggest home run he's hit in the Braves uni. Merrill had no chance. He returned some of the favor to Jackson, who hit one over Harris's head. Now Harris goes to straightaway center field.